Mr. DJ back on the countdown at number 12, up 3 notches from number 15, Firehouse. When I Look Into Your Eyes, their second top 10 hit, fancy playlist of October 17th, 1992, and I don't know where to start with Firehouse. I love the hair metal stuff. I just go nuts. Def Leppard, particularly Poison, Cinderella, Motley Crue, Girls, Girls, Girls by Motley Crue. I mean, yes. Faster Pussycat, L.A. Guns. But when they came out with these power ballads, it just left me cold. I just couldn't get into it. Such is the case with this song. But it was a hit, so it's going on my fantasy playlist. Got to be objective. A hit is a hit. When I Look Into Your Eyes by Firehouse. They're from North Carolina. They put out their first album in 1990. Don't Treat Me Bad came out. That went top 20. This was in the spring of 1991. I love that one. But then Love of a Lifetime, that was a big one. That went top 10, sold 500,000 copies. And now here's an interesting thing about Firehouse. I love the metal, the hardcore metal fans hated this kind of music. They hated it. Your UFO fans, Metallica, Judas Priest, Anthrax. Who else? What's another hardcore, really hard band back in the day? Motorhead was one of them. Iron Maiden fans, they thought these guys, the hair metal guys, were jokes. Even though they put out popular hits, well, that was the point. They were putting out popular hits. They were selling out. They were selling arenas big time, though, these guys were. But it's interesting to note that although Firehouse was considered a joke by the hardcore metal fans, Firehouse got American Music Award for Best New Hard Rock/Heavy Metal Band in 1991. I bet that got under the skin of a lot of hardcore metal fans right there. What are you talking about, man? These guys can't rock. They're a bunch of wussies. Man, they don't even wear any tattoos. Anyway, I think their second album, I wrote it down, but I can't read my chicken scratch. I have to ad-lib some of this. Hold Your Fire, I believe, was their second album. And When I Look Into Your Eyes came off that album, and that was a real big one for them. Went to number 12. They did come out with some hard rock records, but their bread and butter was the ballads. You just have to come out with a radio-friendly record. But it is interesting to know another thing. Although the bands like, well, Firehouse was considered a joke by many of the hardcore metal fans, they survived the initial onslaught of the grunge scene. Seattle music was just washing over the hard rock airwaves. There was Metallica, but now they're competing against Pearl Jam, Nirvana, Alice in Chains, and who else? I'm trying to think of who else. Well, those are the big groups. Some of the big groups that came out. There was a pop-up that came up across my screen. But Firehouse survived that onslaught, and when they got to their third album, they came out with yet another power ballad, I Live My Life For You, which went top 20, and that was unusual for a hair metal band to make it that deep into the 90s against, the waves of gangster rap and grunge. One more thing about the album 3, Firehouse's third album, it was produced by a guy named Ron Nivison. You're saying, man, who the hell's Ron Nivison? Well, let me tell you about Ron Nivison. He's one of the biggest damn producers back in the 80s. He started out in the 70s. He helped engineered Who's Sprawling Quadrophenia back in 73. He worked on Physical Graffiti by Led Zeppelin. He moved into production. He produced albums by the Babies, UFO. That's a hard rock band right there. And a couple of big hit singles he produced back in the 80s. What About Love by Heart? That was a big one back in the summer of '85. That was Heart's comeback hit. He also produced songs by Survivor. The Search Is Over was one of the songs that he produced by Survivor. And so he helped out Firehouse big time on their third album, produced their third album, which was called 3. But let's move back up to 1992. Up 3 notches from 15, Firehouse, When I Look Into Your Eyes.